From fighting your own teammates to a disrespectful dunk.
Get it done. This is how rivalries start, though. Right. This is how they start.
These are unsportsmanlike basketball moments.
By the rookie.
And first, we got the time DeAndre Hunter dunked over Wembanyama and flexed right over him.
Hunter. Tie the game. At 11.1, they don't call a foul.
But nobody celebrates a dunk like Shawn Kemp, because he posterized the man and humiliated him in front of the world. That's just cold. But this next moment is one of the most disrespectful in history, because in the NBA Finals, Allen Iverson dropped 48 on his defender, and after breaking his ankles, he did this.
How about that? Steps over Toronto.
The disrespect. Like, that's gotta hurt. But no one felt more pain than Kevin Durant, because in a game against the Raptors, he tried to cross his defender and instead accidentally injured his Achilles. Now, most times, the fans will clap when an injured player walks off, but instead, Raptors fans went nuts over the fact KD couldn't walk.
Ibaka trying to stay with Durant, knocks it away, and Durant slipping. Durant goes down holding his leg, and Durant grabbing that right leg. I don't like to hear the fans cheering.
I'm surprised by that. And
To cheer for a player who gets injured.
Toronto fans are ruthless, but Jeff Teague is just savage, because when he gets mad, he turns the NBA into the NFL. See, when Jeff took on the Jazz back in 2018, his teammate Karl Anthony Towns got ejected from the game, and Jeff got pissed because he thought the officiating all game was terrible. So when Ricky Rubio dribbled past him, Jeff made him pay.
Come the Jazz. And then Teague hammers Rubio. Rubio gets up in disgust, and then Crowder in the face of Teague.
Now, after getting through what they thought was a one-time thing, well, everyone except Jeff, and when he went up against the King, he tried to dethrone him.
He's got two of the best one-on-one. Oh, look out, look out, look out. And James foul late here. Heading back over there to make sure that fan is okay. Very classy of LeBron.
But if we're talking 0% sportsmanship, we gotta mention Angel Reese. Cause right when she was about to win the NCAA championship, she got in Caitlin Clark's face and did this.
And Angel Reese knows a ring is coming.
But she wasn't the only player trying to humiliate Caitlin Clark, because WNBA players started realizing Caitlin was too hard to guard. So instead of stepping up the defense, they started playing dirty. In fact, out of all the flagrant fouls in the WNBA, Caitlin Clark led the league in receiving almost 20% of them.
Clark, hammer. 3 Sky players coming over.
But nobody plays dirtier than Bruce Bowen, because if you try to score on him, you might end up in the hospital.
Been interesting here in the third. Raleigh Zerbiak is kicked in the face by Bruce Bowen.
That man was trying to kill people. But this college coach almost became a murderer, because after losing to John Calipari, he went after him and tried to end his career. But when Amari Stoudemire's on the court, he's got no friends, because he dunked on Shane Battier, then did this.
Retrieved by Stoudemire, he goes inside. And
look how he just shoves Battier out of the way, dunks over him, puts his hand down like he wants to help him up, and then takes it away.
But sometimes 0% sportsmanship can be funny, because Anthony Edwards flamed Kawhi Leonard on national television. Kawhi's not even that old. Ant-Man was tripping, but not like Pascal Siakam, because he tried to put Joel Embiid in the dirt.
And Siakam drives at Embiid, shot blocked, his 4th block of the game. And then Siakam upset with 2 natives of Cameroon. Oh, he tried to trip him. That's a dirty play.
But Tracy McGrady lost all control, because he got ejected from the game in the most savage way possible.
Final shot. It's McGrady to beat the buzzer. Swiped away, though, by Anderson. And we are at halftime.
that's the guy.
And Tracy kicks the ball into the stands.
And gets the technical foul for it.
Oh, he kicked out about 20 rows up, and it's back, and if he's kicked again, he's out of the game. And he is. He's gone.
The Boston fans wanted to kick Kyrie Irving out of the city, because in 2018, Kyrie Irving told fans he planned on resigning with Boston.
Shared it with some of my teammates as well as the organization and everyone else in Boston. You guys will have me back. I plan on re-signing here next year.
But after a rough year, Kyrie decided he backstabbed the fans and leave for Brooklyn. So fans were pissed. And a couple years later, in the 2021 playoffs, the Brooklyn Nets took on the Celtics in the Garden. And after Kyrie beat the Celtics, he went over to the logo and stomped on it. That's a major L. But what if I told you that one of the most unsportsmanlike moments came in high school? Because Peyton Marshall rejected a player so bad and topped it off by throwing the ball at him.
My goodness. Did he throw it to him while he was on the ground?
That's actually a smart play. But this next moment was just dumb. Because the coach of Michigan's basketball team got so mad after losing, he punched the Wisconsin coach in the face.
Howard and Guard are not happy right now as the two of them continue to have words. And Jawad Howard just threw a right hand.
You never know what you're gonna see in a college basketball game. Like the time a player on Eastern Illinois got heckled and tried to shut a fan up for good.
Donaldson again. Wants to go.
I think they got
Wow.
That man earned his technical foul, and so did the player on Florida State. Because after Shara Bajeti tried to trip a Virginia player, she immediately got kicked in the groin.
But they took away what had been Virginia's advantage, making a few key threes.
And it looked like the ref may have called something on both teams.
So the refs reviewed the play, giving Sarah a technical and ejecting the player from Virginia. But Sarah had to get the last word in. But Tim Hardaway Jr. almost waved goodbye to his manhood because Jamal Murray rocked him downstairs.
All of his baskets have been twos. And Murray went down.
But sometimes your own teammate can do you dirty because Rudy Gobert got mad at Kyle Anderson during a timeout, and he got tired of talking it out.
That's just something you don't see every day.
And I think Giannis took a page out of Rudy's book because Giannis got triggered during a EuroLeague game and smacked the shit out of his teammate. But one of Rajon Rondo's teammates should have smacked him because after the Lakers played terribly, Rondo decided he wasn't going to be associated with them. So instead of sitting with his team, he took a seat in the stands.
This is some of the things. Look where Rondo is sitting. Unless he's coming in the game, there's no excuse for that. That's not a winning culture. That's unacceptable.
But LeBron James took an L and crashed out because after losing Game 6 in the 2009 Eastern Conference Finals, LeBron and the Cavs got eliminated. And instead of lining up to shake hands, LeBron just walked out.
He didn't shake the Dwight Howard or the Orlando Magic fans.
That's a rough way to end the season. But a Suns player was trying to end Angel Reese's season and tried to hurt her 5 different times.
Evans, quick drive, couldn't get the roll. More contact in the paint as Reese hits the deck again.
Well, you see Angel Reese trying to come in. Oh my goodness. She had her hand around Angel Reese's neck.
But a high point player went for the kill because right after losing the ball, she stomped on the other player's head.
Rolls off the rim, a lot of contact inside. And now
we go.
Simmons and Williams are getting into it. And Elijah Smith will get a couple of free throws. She hit across the head, and yeah, you see the...
Some players get mad and don't know how to act, just like Aaron Baines. Because after getting a technical foul, he almost knocked out the ref.
Oh, Baines is furious. Oh no, he's going to get tossed. Great job by the official to walk away.
It's almost, oh geez, Nathan's having all sorts of problems too.
He is.
There is a look in the eye of Aaron Baines right now.
Then after getting ejected from the game, he tweaked in the tunnel and went after the other team's coach. That man's an animal, but good thing he's not a Timberwolf. Because in 2025, their game against the Pistons got way too heated. And after one too many physical plays...
Oh, come on now.
Stevens, big time brawl now in the front row. It's going to take a lot to break this up. Wagging his finger, Holland pushing DiVincenzo, so they get tied up. Oh, look out, cameraman.
5 players and 2 coaches got ejected, but you won't find any sportsmanship when Draymond Green's playing, because after he beat the Cleveland Cavaliers in the finals, he had a message for their team and taunted them on national television.
Cavaliers? Nope. We won? Yeah. They suck? Yeah. We here? Yeah. They not? Nope.
But sometimes Draymond doesn't play around, because after he got his leg grabbed by Domantas Sabonis, Draymond used that leg to teach him a lesson.
Puts it up. And Curry's got the board. Green gets tied up.
So he grabs Draymond's leg right there. Now Draymond steps on him.
But I'm glad I'm not Al Horford, because during the 2018 Eastern Conference Finals, he took flight on an alley-oop, and J.R. Smith took a cheap shot.
Alley-oop.
And Horford got fouled.
foul as he goes crashing to the parquet floor.
Clearly flagrant. Yep. And if you're the leadership, we made our point. Now let's get back to handling our business.
But Zion broke an unwritten rule because he embarrassed an entire team by himself. See, in 2022, the Pelicans were taking on the Suns, and all game long, both teams were getting chippy. But with 10 seconds left and the Pelicans up by 9, Zion Williamson got the ball. Now, the unwritten rule at the end of the game is to dribble out the clock and not shoot. But Zion said, screw that, and threw down a 360 windmill.
Get it done. And on the spin and the reverse.
That's how rivalries are made. But if we're talking rivalries, we gotta mention Pat Beverly and Chris Paul, because they've shown each other no sportsmanship for years. See, in 2017, Patrick Beverly and Chris Paul were traded for one another, putting Pat on the Clippers and Chris on the Rockets. Well, since then, they both had a lot of heated matchups. And in 2021 Western Conference Finals, things got out of control when Pat Beverly did this.
Oh, what? I mean, that's as unsportsmanlike as it gets. Patrick Beverly losing control.
Pat got ejected immediately, and Chris Paul ended up advancing to the NBA Finals. But after the season, Pat revealed the rivalry to the entire world.
Man, me and Chris, what we have has been going on since I was in high school. I got invited to a LeBron James camp when he was in college. Chris Paul was there. I killed him, destroyed him. I'm talking about in front of every fucking NBA scout out there. I'm going at him every fucking play. I'm calling him a child, and then I see him in the NBA. So, of course, that energy is going to roll over to the NBA.
Now, you think their feud would end there, but Pat has tried to taunt Chris every chance he gotten. And in 2022, Pat sat down with Stephen A. Smith on ESPN, where he flamed Chris Paul in front of millions.
He's finessed the game to a point where he gets all the petty calls, all the swipe throughs at the end. I mean, this guy is out, man. We gonna be honest? We want to be really honest?
Yes.
He should have fouled out. Hit him on the shoulder, hit him in the mouth. Ref don't call anything. If that's me, review it. Man, CP can't guard nobody, man. Everybody in the NBA know that. Everybody know that.
Can't guard anybody.
What we call him? Cone. You know what you do with cones? You make a move. What does the cone do?
Stay still.
Exactly. Yeah. He's a cone.
He called that man a cone. Disrespectful. But our final zero sportsmanship moment comes from Nikola Jokic, because this family threatened to end another player's life. See, in 2021, Jokic was taking on the Miami Heat, and after he blocked a Miami player, the Heat's Markieff Morris thought this should have been a foul. So he got mad and elbowed Jokic right in his ribs. But that was the worst thing Markieff could have done, because Jokic came out of nowhere and destroyed him.
5-on-4. And Jokic, oh no! Keep the players on the bench. So Morris banging Jokic first. Of course, you know that the Nuggets have history with the Morris brothers, particularly Marcus Morris.
After the game, the Miami Heat were pissed. They waited for Jokic outside the locker room. And during a post-game press conference, Jokic apologized.
It's a stupid play, I feel bad. I'm not supposed to react that way, but it's in the middle of the game. I get hit.
But unfortunately for Markieff's brother Marcus, that apology meant nothing, because Markieff got hurt bad and would end up missing 58 games. So Marcus hopped on Twitter and clapped back. But Jokic has brothers too. And after seeing Marcus tweet, Nemenhai Jokic and Strahinja Jokic created a Twitter account called Jokic Brothers and responded to Marcus. Now, after some back and forth feud, eventually everything cooled off. But a couple years later, Markieff went on an All the Smoke podcast and got the final word in.
You had an incident with Jokic. What did you do? You hit him on the screen, or you?
Fouled him.
You fouled. You took a foul on him, and then another said you're running back down court. He takes a cheap shot.
Sucker shot. That's what we call him.
He took a sucker shot at you, but really.
So the shot was a little hard. It was like a little whiplash.
Yeah.
So I mean, for the B350, catch me off guard. He really ain't do shit. But, at the time, I was a little off. We gonna get his, though. No trip. Yeah.
Now, as a brother, like I said, I have twins, and I know how since they were little, we put the twins in soccer in their first game. One kid knocked one twin down, and the other twin ran across the field at 3 years old and, just took the other kid out. Yeah. And I was like, oh, no, good job. Yeah, how did you feel as a twin brother seeing someone take that sucker shot on your brother?
I mean, I was upset, obviously, it was just more so because he had his back turned, but then I told him you should never turn your back to the motherfucker, you know what I'm saying? So I took it as like a take foul. If you watch it, I put my hand up so he knew I was coming.
You wasn't trying to do it. It wasn't dirty at all.
This is what he did. He tried to jump past the ball as I'm coming to foul you. I don't know what he was thinking, but